It is time that God wants to reshape Africa. God is bringing soldiers, giants that are going to reshape Africa. Yeah, Africa will soon be reshaped with the kind of people that are coming out now. The kind of people that are coming out. Look at this man, Ibrahim Traore. Traore from Burkina Faso. He's from Burkina Faso from this thing. Yeah, that man is good. You see how he's speaking, a young guy speaking with confidence, telling people, the Western world, that they should please leave Africa alone, that Africa need to be healed. For long, they have been lying to us, telling us that Africa is good, Africa is doing fine, Africa is doing good. And when you come to the global region of Africa, you see that African currency is falling every single time. African currency has never been there. Just to find a way of suppressing African currency will be there. So that the global market, African currency will always be down while their own is up there. You see? And if you look, the most beautiful things are all in Africa. They know. The most beautiful. Go and see the Garden of Eden. Locate the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is in Africa. Check it. The Garden of Eden. It's just that check it, you see. Check the Garden of Eden. God made Africa so beautiful. God created Africa so lovely, wonderfully. The whole world created so lovely. Africa has resources just like Nigeria, not that Nigeria. Do you know what resources that Nigeria has? Nigeria has every natural resource to make them become best in the world. That is, Nigeria will not be hungry. When it comes to crop, Nigeria has that resources. Come to oil, Nigeria has resources. Come to timber, what do you want? Nigeria has all the resources. That's why people that know, that's why you see all this Lebanon, all this China, all this India, all of them, those ones that discover, they come to Nigeria using Nigerian materials, making money, driving nice car, buying nice house, and Nigeria are not seeing it. When I came to Nigeria, I was going, I said, I went to Kirikiri side. So let me go and see how the prisons are and everything, because long as I said, then I now went through that industrial estate. Luckily, I was driving. Then I talked to one of the guy allowed me into the company. I went to the company. Let me come and see how this people are making money with raw material. I say, you don't import? They no, we don't import it to his Nigeria raw material from here. We make rubber, all this rubber that everybody's throwing away, slippers, we throw them away, rubber, all those things that all those companies people are picking, they'll pick it and go and sell it. Why they sell it, they take it, that's the company where they sell it to. Hey! Jesus, this one went and brought the machine, they will melt it. They will melt it, reproduce it again, and use it to reproduce slippers, rubber washing bucket, all those things. Produce bucket, producing. Yeah, that's producing. So many. I said, Jesus, you are making money. Yeah, he said the only thing that is killing them is they are making money, but the only thing that is killing them is this thing. Is because of they use a lot of diesel. They use diesel. They have to run no light. As if there's steady light, they will be making a lot of money. Then I was thinking, I said, if this thing is going on, why are Nigerians now working for these people? Why are Nigerians working when they know it is from their own natural material they are using? Is it not better for Nigeria also, so many Nigerians, to wake up and start having that kind of company and start producing like that and start, because it's like taking from the material, producing, taking from the same material that you produce, go to the street, people, it got broken, people bring it back to you again and you reproduce again. That you getting it back, giving them, just producing, give to them. They buy it broken, they send it back. It's making, that is the money steady coming. Materials is not lacking. That is steady material coming. That they put it, the material, as if they put with grinding all the robbers, this anything that is rubber As a grand it like before you will transfer it to the other side. Before you know, the chemical will start mixing it. Before you know, it will start going. Before you know, start forming, go into the mold. As I went into the mold, boom, as they close the mold like a wing for some time, wait the thing, boom, rubber. Before you know, people that are checking it, oh my God, they know how to make money. Kai! That's why I say Nigerian president are saying this thing. And they kept quiet. They know that they're saying it, they don't want Nigerians to be part of it because they believe that they can get money from this one more than Nigerians. You see what Burkina Faso president is saying. Telling the people, it is time for the youth to stand up. It is time that we should not be deceived no more. That Africa is good. Africa is suffering. Africa is passing through a lot. Africa has a lot of wealth and are not seeing the wealth. Rather, people that saw the wealth are Westerners. And people out there, they are seeing the wealth and coming into Africa to use their wealth to make wealth for themselves. It's just like somebody came from a dry ground, enter a place that it is wealthy. And the people that are wealthy, they did not know that they are wealthy, they are suffering. Why the people that went to that place now discover that there is wealth in that ground, use that way to become billionaire and start giving them peanut to eat. And still, they are seeing they are seeing that this person using their own, producing, giving to them peanut to eat, and yet their eye is not still open. I saw it, I said, God. I said, this one. I decided to say, let me come back. When I go back to Nigeria, I started looking for that machine. And I've seen where I'm going to import that machine, bring it to Nigeria, have a warehouse there, boom, start producing. Yeah, start buying and producing too. Start doing it. Employ people, employ Nigeria. Let Nigeria know that, yeah, they can do this. They can't. It is even easy why you are even Nigeria. Nigeria is even easy. That production is even more easier when you do it. After they go to the market, they start selling it. Yeah. The only problem in Nigeria is there is no empowerment, the power of buying. That's the problem. The production, people can sell, but buying is the problem. That's why the government need to make sure that people get a lot of jobs. That there will be money in the pocket. Because there's no money in the pocket. That's why you see a lot of people not really go into it, because there's no money in the pocket, because they feel that, oh, if these people are doing, let's go and work for them, let them pay us. Let us not go and do it. If I do it, I don't know whether people are going to buy. So let's go and work for them so they can pay us. I think you see, that's the problem, that's the fear. But if the government can empower Nigerians, empower the African government, can empower, African, because this is Africa now we are talking. African government can empower their people, empower them, sponsor them, support them with what we have, support them, move them into the market. I'm telling you, cause the production of their own people to be stronger in the network, in the global market. The exchange rate of the money will be good. First of all, you deal with the production of your own country. Deal with it and make it standard. Let the economy stay, then move into the market area. That's how they do. And this is what this Ibrahim Traore is telling people. It is time for us to begin to look into Africa and see how we can develop. Look now, can you see what is happening? Every country now, they are rioting, telling everybody to go to their house, to go. Europe, they are rioting. British riot, telling people, go. We are British, who are you? Who are we? We are Africa. We are Africa. We are British, we are Africa. Now say we are America. Who are you? We are US, who are you? We are Africa. You see? So we to Africa can boldly say we are Africa. You say you are Switzerland. Who are you? I am Africa, Nigeria. Africa, Nigeria. You see? But we cannot say, when they say, because their country, they have developed their country is okay, their country is good. When they answer, we are British. We are British, who are you? The first thing that will come to your mind will be first, hey, Jesus, oh, Jesus, let me not say anything. Because if I say anything now, the next plane is my country, that country that is suffering. No employment, no money, nothing. Let me not say anything, so I will not say, let me not go and find myself in that place. So As they ask you, we are British, who are you? You say, I'm your brother now. I'm your brother. I'm your brother from another mother. I'm your brother from another mother. Don't deport me. Because we are all brothers. That's how we are talking. But if the country is good, the country is good. Like Nigeria is better economy, everybody is in a working, people in their country is good, they only visit, they go back. You won't say in Nigeria here, and you won't say in Africa. Africans should be going to visit these people, just like the way they come visiting. I know they come visit countries and stay in the country. They come visit country. They stay in Nigeria. Many of them, many of the Westerners you see, they stay in different countries. But they are not more. They are not much like the way we are much. That's what the difference. The difference if there are 100 of them, maybe just 10 is out of the country. 10, and that 10 are people their country is good, they are better, they are lovely, there is a choice, they love living in other countries, they love experiencing other people's culture, they don't want to, that are their talent. So that's how they want it to be, as if let it be by choice, by somebody's choice, by not almost all the citizens living in the country. Living, apart from the president who is not sitting because he's the one getting the money, he doesn't need to leave. Everybody is almost leaving the country. They open border now, the whole Nigeria will leave Nigeria. Apart from the big men, people that are making money, they open border now. So, Africa. To Europe. Africa went. Africa went. So this is the reason why this man, Ibrahim, Traore, is telling everybody now it is time to stand up. It is time for the press to use their press to speak the truth in Africa. It is time that Africa begin to realize that we have a lot of production resources, things that will make Africa better. It is time for you to build the army, make the army, not to allow people to come into and begin to train us or begin to do say, let's train ourselves, let's do everything within our own self, just like the way they do their own. That way we can grow. This is the decade of time for us to be, because of our descendant generation, so that they will not follow this route that we follow. Just like the way Dubai work themselves. Dubai is again. Work the Dubai is so rich, so rich, so good, so love the economy, love their country, enjoy their thing. How many of them do you see going out of their country? If your country is good, everything is lovely, no headache now. Do you see Americans, it's just few times that you see Americans traveling. It's just because of when the economy is bad, you now see America, a lot of Americans are leaving their country. When America was America, who leaves America? Like British too. How many people died? Upon that, the Americans in there, how many Americans still leave? Yes, that's how it is. A global crime, but it should not hit so much that a lot of people, plane is like a business. The citizen is not like it does Nigeria. Nigeria, if you go to embassy, you see people lining up, you ask, is this a country? That's where you know that country is really people really want to live. You go to all these African countries, a lot of people embassy, but they want to live. Yeah, some people now do, yeah, but it's not supposed to be done. Go to some country, many countries go into their country. I'm telling you, there's a country I went to. I didn't even know that is. I didn't even know it is a consular office. I didn't even know it's embassy until I saw the post. Because there was nobody there. Even the people said, even the people that was thinking I was coming. Oh, wow. That was how Nigeria was before. That was how some African country was before. So many African countries. That was how it is before. That's hardly before you see people in the embassy. How many people do you want to, just like British, how many people want to go to embassy to go and do what? The only embassy you see population is Nigeria. That's in Nigeria, that is their population. Nigeria embassy, that's people that they goes there. In this same country here, go there, but you see them lining up there. Yeah, because they want to travel by, the same population Nigeria. Because it's not organized. In and out. African, go to them. That's it. But go to countries. You see, I'm telling you, you even know that is a embassy. You even know that is a consular office or embassy. You just pass it. It's when you now look, this embassy. Then you look, nobody is there, and even they are not looking at you, expecting you to come here. But go to Nigeria now. Go to other Africa. You see the police that is there. Police, the police from there reach the head of the end of the gate, because they don't allow, because there's a lot of people, population are coming. It's not like marketplace, market. So the embassy is the embassy, they are getting a lot of people coming. So it's not, they now say, this is a business. So yeah, close the place. Make sure they bring their phone. Make sure you see. The embassy in Nigeria are very busy. Embassy in most of the African countries, they are very busy making good money. Africans, these people have made a lot of money from Africans with visa fees, everything. God, why if you come to your place, the visa fees is not, some of them say it's nothing. Pay not. If I want to go to Turkey here and I want to go to the second visa fees, I'll pay. It's not even, it's small money that even sometimes you don't even have to pay anything. But like you hear thousand. Nigeria now almost million. Kai, the world should be better. Western should be better. Africans should be better. All of us should be better. This is time for everybody to be better, and let everybody stay in their own place, and let everybody enjoy what they had in their country, what our forefathers fight for. All these things that you see us now, it's what forefathers, people that fought it, there are people that fought all this war. They fought it for the betterness of us, just like the way that I was telling Nigeria. They fought this war for the betterness of us, for us to be better. But the people that, after they fought it, they hand it over to each other. Those ones were doing good, hand it over until they hand it to the generation they handed it over now. All those Tinubu generation of starting from generation of immediately, I didn't even know why I'm talking about, I didn't even know why what do you call it, Shagari was born, but I don't know why Shagari was born. Shagari shouldn't have been born. Even if Shagari was born, Shagari should not even be on that seat. That is the evil generation that was given to, that there was handover to continue with the betterness of the country. That one, the seed of Eve, the seed of Eve, devil, Satan in him, the seed of demonic Satan in him, that made him to sow that seed into Nigeria, that brought wickedness. Now that Nigeria now is suffering, passing through all this. And Nigeria is supposed to be one of the countries now that Africans are even African. Yeah, Nigeria was a country that Africans, all Africans were coming. All Africans were there. Nigeria is supposed to stand like the way that Ibrahim is doing now. This is the what Nigeria is supposed to be, leading the African to better the Africans. But the Nigeria, that how can you better African when you yourself you are not better? You are falling every single day. That's why I say that man, wherever he is in his grave, even in his spirit, he will not have rest. Those forefathers, then they will be, I know that by now they will be beating him in that way. They will be caning him if he's there with them. Because he's a bad child. He's a bad grandchild. A bad grandchild that should not be our forefather. That should not say, after Ibrahim, Dan could take them, sorry, I think, Dan for all those people that were prime minister, all those, Herbert Macaulay, them, all those people that fought for Nigeria. You could see all those, what people have, many of their names, all those people that fought for Nigeria. As their spirit is going around now, they'll just be looking at, like they say, what if they know they won't have fight? If they know that these people will be behaving like this, they won't have fight. It's not like we. But look at them, their spirit moving everywhere. But the people that are fight, Mandela, them, all those people that are fight, a lot of people that are fought for the betterness of Africa, their spirit will be going everywhere, hovering and looking at the people they left the country for. that they left it for that. They fought for the betterness of this thing, and now look at them going back to slavery, going back to backward again. Just like Shagari, as they handed over to Shagari, Shagari became, they handed over to a man they are not supposed to hand over, not him. They hand over to good people until the ones hand over to him. That's where the Wahala started. All those disturbed children, all those heartless children, wicked children, demonic children, people that have this thing, that's put them as president. It's generations that's a poor generation of evil generation of him. That's wherever he is, his soul will not rest in peace. Evil generation of him like this. Evil generation, that's how he was sowing the evil. That's how he started sowing it now. So he saw it, military came and took over. Military took over now, continue from where he stopped. Make it even come scatter it. Come make it even the worst. You see evil seed, bad generation, that they did not think of that. Oh, you see, military, look at better military here. You see, that is Ibrahim. Telling you military build the nation. Nigerian military, are you hearing? Military build the nation, make it better. But when you people enter, you shape Nigeria to corruption, looting, everything, Godfather, everything. You can see what is telling that with military build the nation, make the country better, future the country. You can say, and it's true, military are the one that make the country, they are the nation builders. But Nigerian military are nation destroyers. Nigerian military, not all of them are corruption and betrayal. So many of them, not only Nigerian military, many African militaries into corruption, into bribery, into looting, into different things. Tell me why you a military. Military is one of the best forces in the world. They brought military out. Military is one of the best. Military is one of the best forces in the world that never take bribe, corruption, or anything, because they are the way they are trained, the way they start their foundation is different. That is why they call them the military arm of the government. The military. They are different. Go and check military. Go and check United Nations. Go and check militaries. When they say military, you can see them clean. All of you that go to train with them, you can see nothing like bribery, no corruption, nothing. It's everything will go into the war, looking for how you will steal, put money in their pocket, rape people. Nigerian military lying to the citizen, coming out to act as police people. You see what we are saying? Check Ibrahim. Traore said to you, military are the one who built the nation. Nigerian military are supposed to build Nigeria. Go and check UK, British military. Anytime they come to build it, when there was a COVID-19, see the way they were coming, make people, every time they can see them trying to develop the country, maybe you see them creating programs. Nigerian military, how many programs have you created? Nothing. All you want to do is to join President Tinubu and President and all of you, join all of you to eat Nigerian money. You see a whole Commodore. Commodore is living. Commodore, I don't know. Commodore is the Commodore has only him one have the whole of Lagos as his house. No, you should take the whole Nigeria. People are very stupid and silly. You don't have sense. True. You should take the whole Nigeria and take the whole state. You see a president Nigeria. Enough, just let's call Africa presidents or African military. You see them like this. They want the whole, just like the whole of a state. They give them as their own house, their own quarter, their own justice. You can't imagine. Then go to why would Western world not be more better than us? Go to Western world. There's nothing like. If you like, let you be Commodore or Admiral. You live in Dayo. Yeah, where people are living, that's where you're living. They rent their own house. Or if you have money, buy your house, your own salary. And if you buy the house, they will see where you get the money to buy your house. You see, Commodore, do you know the head, do you know the commissioner of police and the head of this thing live in council house? Do you know that? Do you know that? You people know that? There's no special house, special anything for anything. Do you know that? And they pay their rent. But Nigeria, Africa, Commodore, Rear Admiral, Commissioner, police, this and that, living in big mansions. Not only no one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, not eight, more than anything with carrying, driving, any car that comes out, they let that car is not out. Any car that comes out, they buy it. How are you getting the money? Where are you getting the money? Allocation that was given, allocation money that was given become their own pocket money. Praying for allocation, whenever allocation land, it became their pocket money. Allocation money is not for project money. This was African. Until all these things is stopped. If all these things does not stop, Ibrahim, Traore, you need to talk to them, because if you don't stop, I don't think how Africa can be better. Or how Nigeria, who is the leader of Africa, can. Because if Nigeria does not change, how can the whole of Africa change? Thank God you are calling Nigeria name. How can the whole of Africa change? Nigeria is what who Africans are looking at them, that this country is supposed to be the country to stand like British and other people, to make African giant. But we're corrupt country, corrupt nation that is ready to kill anything they do. Corrupt. Because of that corruption, they have made the mind of the city. The citizens don't know what to do. They think, okay, fine. It's like corruption is what people use to make money. Citizens are not corrupt. Two, let the government change today. We see that our citizens are not corrupt. Our citizens are very nice people. Our citizens are nice. Our citizens are good, straightforward people. Our citizens, they don't know anything like that. It's because of this government that put them in a tight corner, that make them start saying, okay, fine, oh yeah, let's do Agboro, let's do Agboro, let's collect money from people's hand, let's start stealing, it's them that cause all this, because the survivor to the fittest. Now even people need to survive when the government are blocked everywhere. That's why you see people in Africa doing all these things. But if this thing change, you see that the citizen will not behave like that again. Because I remember the time of this man before he died. What's his name? Ijabo. Before Ijabo died. When he said, everybody on the line, discipline. He declared no more corruption in that country. I say Nigeria will into discipline. I was the first time I saw Nigeria when I came back. So Nigeria lining up. Do you know when I left the country very long time ago? Not today. I came back, Nigeria was on the line. Like this. I said, that is wonderful. Nigeria, before Nigeria will be rushing, Nigeria was on the line, lining up. That was how Nigeria know how to line up, both in the store, in everybody, turn by turn, no rushing, everything, discipline. That's how to tell that Nigeria can change. Nigerian citizens are not hard to change. They don't like it, they don't like bad things, but things force them to begin to do this thing. This thing you see Nigerian citizens doing is the government that cause. Let the government change. The government know that they are the one causing it. They are the one that blocking everywhere. Let them not block over Nigeria. See whether Nigeria. You see, Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is not a kidnapping country. Nigeria does not. They don't do the. Nigeria does not do. But Nigerian citizens are not into that kidnapping, stealing, or doing 419. Or this is this government, this same government that tighten, just like you tighten everywhere. No chance, nowhere to say. What do you expect the people to do? What do you expect the survivor to defeat it? Now you have to find every other means of surviving. Let me not keep this video for too long, because it's really painful that these people are doing what? Thank God for Ibrahim Traore. Tell them this. If the Africans can come together and decide to stop corruption and looting and bribing and going to talk Western world, when you're talking to the go, and many of them they have it in there, go and sell it to go to Western world, they come and say all this silly present of Africa talking. People that they don't come and see what they're doing, come and see what you people come and see, go and tell them the secret. When they have their own meeting, European Union or what, you say they come and tell you secret, they will not tell you. And we forgot that the development started from Africa. Africa has forgotten a lot of things. It is time, Ibrahim Traore, remember them. Why I'm supporting you to remember, to refresh their memory. Let's refresh memory. Africa is rich. Africa is rich with mineral resources, with so many things, with a lot of things. You can see Africa is not independent. Africa has right to be in any partnership with anybody. Africa has right to become whatever they want to become. A time has come for Africa to become successful, big and good. Go around Africa, you know that Africa is a very beautiful place. If you travel around Africa, you will not even want to come to diaspora again. I am telling you the truth. I've come to Africans that I told myself, if not because all my life, yeah, Africa is a nice place. Africa is a nice place, I'm telling you. Africa is a lovely place that even the Western one, when they travel there, they saw the natural, they enjoy it, they know the natural thing that comes, the healings. Beautiful land. It is time to raise Africa back up again. It is time for Africa to be a better place and a good place for people to live, and our future growing children, the center to come, will enjoy from it. For now, let's watch live of interview of Ibrahim Traore. Continue interview of Ibrahim Traore. I don't know his, but this man is really killing it. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. Thank you and God bless you. Let's watch.
Actually amplifies the problem. As for the other countries that have separated, I can't speak for them because they made their own decisions to separate. But then President Macron said that he was the one who told them to find a solution and all that. I can't get into that debate. Only they know the truth. But one thing is certain. You can't talk about sovereignty while having another country's army on your soil telling you what to do. The economy, education, the entire development of a country is based on the military. So every country should develop its own army, be sovereign and independent. And that's exactly what we are doing. When I look at the case of Burkina, these foreign armies were present, and that contributed to weakening the Burkinabe army. They stopped recruiting. They are the ones who say what volume to recruit. There was more weaponry, equipment and everything. Even back in 1988 under Sankara, we were better equipped than, well, 10 or 20 years later. And in the end, terrorism entered the country. When terrorism arrived, we didn't have an army. We are still suffering from it today. It's in the midst of war that we are now building an army. So it's normal that it takes a bit of time. We are suffering, but we have to build an army. And when we come out of this war, we must come out stronger. That's what I'm saying. When I look at the statistics of the Soviet army, though, the number of men they lost. But when they came out of the war, they emerged much stronger. And today, no army has the equipment that the Russian army has. So we too must learn from our war. To come out of the war, we have to be very strong. Sovereignty begins with the army. Once you have a strong army, all the other sectors can easily develop. That's what I can say. That's what led Burkina, in any case, to separate from those armies.
All right. Another topic that persists and is important is the Ukrainian issue. Russia declares itself ready to negotiate without preconditions, while Ukraine constantly imposes constraints. Moreover, Kyiv supports terrorists in the Sahel. In your opinion, who does not want peace for our two countries?
I think that even before now, there was the Turkish President Erdogan, who managed to create a framework for dialogue. And I believe that the two presidents met at that time. It was only the beginning of the operation. All of us hoped that it would lead somewhere, that the weapons would fall silent, and that everyone would return to good intentions. But it was the Westerners who came and told the Ukrainian president not to accept. We followed all that, and in the end, what did it lead to? Well, I think all of this falls under manipulation. I think they were manipulated. Otherwise, the Ukrainian and Russian peoples were, well, it was the Soviet Union. They are brothers. How is it that hatred and Russophobia could be cultivated within this population? The war did not start in 2022. It started in 2014. This is also a reality that many people perhaps don't know, or that people refuse to acknowledge. It was in 2014 that the war began. And today, people are surprised to see that others might be shifting the blame onto Russia and all that. When Russian-speaking civilians were being bombed in 2014, who was speaking out? There are images that still exist. People were locked inside houses and burned. There are images that are there, but action should have been taken all that time. They were manipulated. And today, the reality is plain to see. You see, all the aid that was given, it wasn't really aid. They were told to hand over their minerals. In reality, Ukraine no longer belongs to the Ukrainians. They were manipulated, and now they are the losers. All sectors will be managed by those who led them into this war. The hope was to weaken Russia, but Russia is coming out of this war even stronger. So I think they need to understand this and come back to their senses in order to negotiate and achieve peace. Because they have declared that they support the terrorists. You all followed that. And we can also see on the ground that they are indeed supporting the terrorists. This is not a good war. I think they are completely mistaken. They need to come back to their senses. In any case, they can support them, but we will fight them and we will win. So, if they still haven't understood by now that this whole maneuver was meant to bring them down and seize their critical minerals, they can keep waging war. So that's what I can say about the situation. Every people must understand that they need to avoid being manipulated and getting into a very complicated situation. That's more or less what I can say.
Thank you very much for that answer. Mr. President, what do you think of the Sputnik news agency and its role in the African media landscape? What makes its content appealing to African audiences? And in your opinion, what is the main difference with mainstream media?
The press is very important. Communication, you know that it's through the press that people's minds are shaped. So you already play a very important role by bringing out a part of the truth about history and the present. You must continue in this direction to awaken people's awareness. Because you see, it's all this Western press and all that which have contributed to putting the African people's consciousness to sleep. It's their narrative that gets through and all that. And we've been able to realize that often they invent big lies just to divide people, to allow their policies to operate and do whatever they want, to prepare the ground and everything. So you need to do the opposite of what they do. That is, contribute to awakening people's awareness, and you have an important role to play, especially in Africa itself, so that Africans understand their own history, wake up and stop believing the lies of these Western media outlets. And you see, when it doesn't suit them, when you tell them the truth, they shut down the media. But here, when a media outlet is shut down, it becomes a huge issue. And what's unfortunate is to see even Africans supporting this. Over there, they shut down media outlets whenever they want, whenever it doesn't please them. Or those same people don't say a word. But when we shut down media outlets, you see so-called intellectual Africans on TV panels. We don't know what they've taken, but it's dangerous. So you have a very important role to play, as do all the media, in awakening the consciousness of Africans. There you go. I said that we are here so that young people wake up. We're not here with the intention of looting or anything like that. We want to build Africa. And if young people aren't awakened, they'll be lulled to sleep. These Western media sing our praises, saying we're doing well, we're doing well. But no, that's not true. We want people to know when things aren't going well for us. That's it, and for others to take over when needed. But when they also lie and say things aren't going well, we'll prove the opposite. So keep communicating and raising awareness in Africa.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, following the statements made by the AFRICOM commander before the US Senate, your government responded firmly, denouncing unfounded accusations regarding Burkina Faso's sovereign choices. What do you say to those, especially in Washington, who continue to question the legitimacy of your current partnerships, particularly with Russia? And how do you intend to defend Burkina Faso's image on the international stage in the face of this kind of rhetoric?
In any case, we are free to establish relations with whomever we choose. That is what independence means. So on this matter, they can continue to think whatever they want. As for us, we will go wherever we want, as long as the partnership can, in any case, be mutually beneficial for both parties. Regarding those remarks, as you mentioned, we protested through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That was one thing. But I don't know what happened with that general. There is still a problem. and I would perhaps like him to admit his mistake if he was sent, and to understand that this was not the right mission. If he was misled, he should say so publicly, or otherwise admit before the Senate that he was mistaken. Or also, if it was done with bad intentions, well, we will confront him as we should, because everything he said is a lie. And it's really shameful to see an adult lie, to see an adult, a general officer of a great army lie. This is very serious. First of all, he talked about Burkina's gold being used for what? For us, to protect ourselves and all that. First, it's Burkina's gold, it's not his gold. That's the first thing. What business is it of his? It's none of his business. It's Burkina's gold. It doesn't concern him. Second thing, he's lying. Because Burkina never had any gold reserves until we came. We were the ones who started setting aside gold in the treasury of Burkina Faso. Otherwise, there wasn't a single gram of gold reserves in Burkina. So that means he's a liar, again. And another thing, when he says that, we use it to protect ourselves and all that. We're free.